Okay, Abel, ask it. Do we talk about racing games?
Okay, is tonight's subject going to be racing games, Abel? It's teetering on the edge. Oh, signs point to yes.
Okay, well if the signs point to yes, Abel, should we talk about retro handheld gaming consoles?
Should we talk about those instead?
This is a complex scientific method we use to choose subjects.
My sources say no.
In that case, it's racing games, isn't it, Abel?
It is racing games. I'm gonna lick it.
Yeah. Oh.
What's the first racing game on the earliest platform you remember playing?
I played, I think it was called something like Night Racer. There was a top-down sort of thing, and all you could do was move left or right to avoid obstacles and to go around sort of like very basic corners. And the noise is kind of ingrained into me. That weird kind of accelerating noise.
The first racing game I ever played was on the Sega Master System, and we actually own it now. Yeah, it was called Formula 1, I believe. I think that's all it was called. Formula 1.
My God!
What platform was it for?
I know what
Master
you're going to say.
I think I've played this as well.
And the noise is just epic. It's just this like.
I remember I was playing it the other day.
Yeah, you were playing it the other day.
But what about you, Steve?
The first game I remember playing, I think it was something on the Amiga 500 with 1 meg of RAM, I might add. I may be getting this wrong, but wasn't there an Ayrton Senna's Grand Prix?
A what?
Like an endorsed by Ayrton Senna Grand Prix game? Well, I mean, one thing I do remember playing for sure was the legendary Lotus Turbo Challenge.
That's like your all-time favourite racing game in the
Well,
world.
the series, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just,
All 2 of them.
3. There was 3 Lotuses. I've told you this before, you never believe that there was 3 Lotuses. Never believe it, dude. It was like the only game ever in the history of racing games where you're encouraged to drive into logs which are on the road.
Because they launch you into the air. It's amazing.
And the noise it makes, it sounds like something kind of woody hitting something else kind of woody, you know? It's more like a kind of...
Nobody wants to hear when their woody hits
It's kind of like a sort of noise.
Reminds me of another game where you have to drive over logs to jump up in the air, and that was Road Rash.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about the logs.
In Road Rash, you were on bikes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You were on
And
chain.
you could
punch
swap
people,
people with chains
taking
as you
people
drove
down.
along.
Planks of wood. It was.
Road Rash was amazing. Keeping in the vein of crashing into logs, I've just remembered Flat Out.
Yeah.
Flat Out. Those little pepper, they were like metros.
Yeah. You made a little video.
The little pepper fun.
Pimped Out Pepper Fun video.
Yeah, that was great.
They were awesome. I love that game because if you did hit anything too hard, your driver injected through the windscreen and kind of went, "Wow!"
Yeah.
And they like flew off.
But the thing about Flat Out is that it wasn't a new concept at all, because everyone probably has forgotten by now Destruction Derby.
I was about to say
I
that
went
as well,
back
yeah.
to Destruction Derby on the PlayStation. I'd rather chew my leg off. You think that you saw cars?
I know,
you
that's
think
the
you
problem.
saw stock cars.
I've
What
got
it
an
looks
old-
like is regurgitated cardboard. It looks like somebody got a Ricicles box, fed it to a penguin, squeezed the penguin so it came back out again, and put wheels on it. That is what the cars in Destruction Derby look like.
That was like
Oh,
98,
fucking
96,
hell.
I think, wasn't it?
No, we've got
When
it,
it came
haven't we?
out.
On the
Have we
PlayStation.
got it? I don't
we
know.
have
Is
it.
this
We
old?
have the
I don't
original
know if we have
Destruction
Destruction Derby.
Derby. Yeah, we do. You bought it for like £1.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure you.
Is it on the Saturn?
Oh no, it is. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's even worse on the Saturn. It's even worse.
It has to be on the Saturn, didn't it? I've got Daytona on the Saturn. Maybe that's what I'm getting confused with.
Daytona. Hey, what's the music in Daytona? It's just someone going Daytona.
Yeah, that's it. Daytona.
Daytona.
What was the first racing game you
Oh, the
remember
first-
you played?
I was trying to think about this. The first one I can remember, I think,
Micro
was... No, it was before Micro Machine.
Oh.
Outrun on the arcade in France. I was on a school
That's
trip
the
in
only
France,
reason you should go to France.
and I played Outrun on an arcade machine.
Oh, it would be, for me anyway, the first of many of that kind of game. Where it's just a car and a road, and the road just veers around like that, and you just have to point your car in the direction of the road.
It's kind of like all addictive games, though, isn't it?
Yeah, you want to be better every time.
You want to be better every time, and it's really short. So you
Yeah.
don't feel like you're spending a lot of time trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
complete the whole thing, but you can spend absolutely hours on
Yeah.
it because it's like what if you can how quickly can you complete Outrun?
About 8 minutes.
But let's
No.
track back to Trackmania 1.
Trackmania.
Oh man! Oh no! You know what this is all about, isn't he? Do you remember Dave's impossibly gay track?
Oh, Trackmania.
But that's the beauty of a racing game. A good racing game has got good driving at its very sort of basis. The cars have to handle that.
Yeah.
And the second best thing about it is that you can make your own tracks.
Yeah.
We have overlooked one of the best racing games of all time, Mario Kart.
Oh, epic.
Yeah.
But that was great because you had block forts was my favourite level. You had the red, yellow, blue, and green forts.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Upper
Awesome,
decks,
that
lower
was.
decks, and like a moat on the side.
Are you talking battle? The battle.
The battle mode. I mean, that was a great game in all respects.
People would probably criticise us for leaving out things like Gran Turismo, but I never gave a shit about it.
Gran Turismo was just too fucking anal.
Ridge Racer.
Driving license.
Don't even start with
Ridge
Ridge
Racer 64.
Fucking
That was it. I've been racking my brains trying to figure out the fucking name. Yeah, I did.
You do like Ridge Racer.
Why did you like Ridge Racer?
Because it was. I don't know. I played it a lot when I was younger. I guess that's the reason why I liked it.
I really don't get on with Ridge Racer. Sega Rally is obviously.
Yeah. Well,
Sega Rally is, if you mention racing arcade games,
that's what
they're
I
almost going to be the first one people come up with. The first thing they're going to shout at you is "Game over, yeah!"
Of course.
No, I've already done that.
That's pretty much what Sega Rally is. But Sega Rally is brilliant because if you choose the left-hand car seat, you can pull the opposition's handbrake whilst they're driving. So whilst they're driving, you just lean over and tug their handbrake, and then just
You
drive
kept
past
doing
them.
that to me.
You gotta be careful you don't miss though, right?
That's what I miss most of all playing these racing games is the arcade feel. Like, I want to go and play Sega Rally. I'd rather play Sega Rally in an arcade right now than probably the racing.
You know, I think I'd take an arcade racer over any other racing game.
because it's the experience.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I don't want to go out there and buy Colin McRae's Dirt 2. I don't want to go and buy the latest incarnation of Grid because you don't get that home feel. It's hard to recreate that.
Yeah, for me, arcade games are what racing games are all about. Is if you can be there with like a head-to-head game in an arcade, and it's just nothing like that.
You look to your right and
see how they're doing
in a racing car next to you.
Yeah, and to see you ahead of them in their own monitor, you're like, yeah, I've fucking beaten you. That's such a good feeling. That's awesome.
It's made me want to.
Where would you find Sega?
Where did it go?
In fact, let's not
That's
discuss.
the question.
Let's not discuss where we can find the Sega Rally 2 arcade.
Because it's just going to cost us a lot of money.
I was going to say, and a trip to Manchester, probably as well. Yeah.